Welcome back to everything I decluttered this month. I'm going to talk through all these items and then show you what I actually purchased this month. Here's a bag full of baby stuff. I won't go item by item, but it's stuff like this. I was handed down a whole bunch of things before Levi was born, and I just said sure to almost everything because I wasn't sure what I would need, what I would use, you know, just thought I might use it, and if I didn't, I just stuck it up in his closet, and now I'm at the point where I'm gonna let it go. This, I think, came from the hospital, but it's still sealed. So those are the type of things that I'm decluttering now. Brand new bottles. I actually bought these, but they didn't end up working. He liked a different type of bottle, so you never know what's gonna work with kids. But I'm at the point now where I am letting all of this go. Here's a blanket, but we already have plenty of blankets. So all those sort of little things I'm letting go. All this stuff was up in Levi's closet. So here's the reminder, whether it's kid stuff, baby stuff, or your own stuff, just glance through your closets often, and maybe when you're getting something else out, have a glance through and see what else you are not using. And I was surprised to find all these items, and I'd overlooked them before, obviously, so now is the time. Here are two identical sheet sets, and I was going to declutter these a long time ago because I just don't really like this fabric all that much. And we also decided to go with a solid color sheet when we got the bunk beds because I just wanted to see something solid. All that to say, I'm finally letting these go. I kept them because we had guests staying with us and I wanted to have two matching sheets. We ended up keeping our boys' beds for that limited time while we knew we were having guests come and stay, which is kind of uncommon. But now we've decided to declutter one of the two twin beds because we have bunk beds for the boys now, and we were only holding on to them for the guests that were coming and staying with us. And so I'm going to keep one bed because I know at some point in the next few years Levi is going to need a twin bed. And so I am keeping one bed dismantled in our garage, and the other one we have already donated. So these are also going, and sometimes I do hang on to things like this, for instance, when I know I'm going to be using it, even if it's for a short time. Grant is letting these pants go. He told me, I don't know why he holds on to this type of stuff, but he said, oh, I can never wear those because they constantly fall off because they're kind of stretchy. And he said, as soon as I'm walking or put something in my pocket, my pants fall off. Okay, why would you hold on to these then? I said, why are you keeping them if they don't work for you? So he's letting those go. Here I just have a whole bunch of baby summer clothes that now we've transitioned into really cool weather. And so there's no way he's gonna need these. And a lot of them he's grown out of, but I just wanna keep on top of the clothes because if you have kids, you know how fast they grow and seasons change. And so I would just constantly go through their clothes so I am not confused when I'm trying to get them dressed in the morning. Here I have a ton of pajamas from my two older boys. They've either grown out of them or they're super worn out. So I'm letting these go. And when I say I'm letting these go, I do not donate everything. I go through, I'm just showing you everything that I'm getting rid of. I do not donate everything. So if things have holes or they're super stretched out, or someone asks, do you donate underwear? Of course I don't donate used underwear. I am just showing you everything I'm getting rid of. That doesn't mean it's getting donated. It just means it's leaving our house. Here are some shoes that I have had since probably 2004. And they've worked really great. These are naturalizers. I really loved them, but to be honest, they're at the point now where I don't wear these very often anyway. I'm not going out to nightclubs and dancing, that kind of stuff very often, so I just don't need these in my everyday life. But also, they're kind of uncomfortable now. They're getting worn down on the straps, and the heel is like partially worn off, probably from all that dancing, you know? So these are gonna go, and I'll probably end up just throwing these away because I can't imagine someone would want something with a worn down heel. But anyways, these are going finally. I just don't find myself wearing them. You might have seen me talk about this in one of my organizing my kitchen videos, which I can link down below, but this is a baby food processor, and this was given to me, handed down to me. I said sure because at the time I was still pregnant and I didn't know if I was gonna make my own baby food or what. Turns out I'm not. I tried it probably 2 times and he didn't really like what I made, to be honest. I'm not in that moment in my life where I have the time to really research making baby food and all that sort of thing. With 2 older boys, I feel like I just am not in that mode. If I had a lot of little kids, I might do it, but we're almost past the mushed up baby food stage at this point, probably a few more months and then we're past that. So I'm gonna let this go, and hopefully someone else can use it because it works great. So this is all the stuff that I am going to be decluttering from this last month, and to be honest, it doesn't look like all that much, but as I always mention in all of my videos, I'm not really going through my home looking for things to declutter. I'd probably come up with a lot more if I did that. This is just as I open a closet, see something we don't need, pull it out, stick it in the pile to show you. And so this is what I've come up with, but I do have to say, this much stuff, if it was just sitting in closets and drawers, you could see how every month this amount or more would really add up to be a lot of stuff that we're storing that we don't need or use. And let me tell you about what I bought. If you watched my wardrobe video, which I will link down below, I bought about 4 sweaters and 1 t-shirt, so about 5 different things for my wardrobe, and that was because I literally had no fall or winter clothes that fit because of having a baby, trying to lose the weight still. I just had not a lot to work with, so I wanted to add a few things to my wardrobe. And then when I was at Costco, I saw that all the Christmas stuff was out, and while I'm not big into buying new Christmas decor every year, I normally really never buy Christmas decor, but I saw this wreath. It lights up on its own with batteries, so you don't have to have cords or anything like that. And I thought this would look perfect over our fireplace and would be a great addition to our Christmas decor. I normally get a real wreath every year, and it's normally a Christmas gift from my mom, and I also usually get one from my aunt, but the prices of those are skyrocketing up, and my mom said that she's not going to be doing it this year, which is totally fine. I mean, we loved that as a gift, but I completely understand how expensive everything is. This was somewhat expensive because I feel like it was a really good quality wreath, and it's so huge. But I thought I wanted to add to my Christmas decor just something large, green, that lights up, but not have a whole bunch of little things to add to it that would add more of a cluttered look. I really want to keep my decor simplified. That's just how I'm feeling right now in my life. So I thought this would be a really pretty thing to put over our fireplace because we don't have a mantle. So I just want to have something. Anyways, found this at Costco, thought it was a good deal. And if you think about it, a real wreath is probably around $60 to $100 if you were to get a large real wreath that's good quality and is going to last through the whole holiday season. This I think was around $40, so maybe $50. But anyways, I thought this was a good deal because I could use it year after year after year, just like our fake Christmas tree. So when we moved here 3 years ago, we either already had or bought one tiny strand of outdoor lights that are very similar to this, but they're not LED. So I wanted LED to save on electricity, and we also just had a tiny strand that could only go on one little section of our house. So literally for the last 3 years, if you looked at our house at Christmas time, not that any of this matters, of course, I could live without Christmas decor, I could live without lights, but this is just something that I want to have. But if you looked at our house, you would just see one little portion lit up. They did not wrap around the whole front of our house. So it looked really hokey, to be honest, and that's just in my own opinion. So I got 2 boxes of these, which are going to give us plenty of lights and hopefully will last a really long time. So it's more of an investment, but they will make it around the whole entire house this time. And I'm just excited about that because I always wait to buy stuff until I've lived in a place for a while as far as decor goes and that sort of thing. And so I think 3.5 years of living here, I'm at the point now where I feel, you know, a few items here and there every year to add to our decor or switch our decor out is great. So I will be decluttering the small strand of lights to replace with the LED more energy efficient lights, and that can make it across the whole house. I have to say that after becoming more minimal, I became sort of a last minute Christmas shopper because I felt like I don't want to be storing a whole bunch of stuff in my house for Christmas and yada yada yada. Well, we're already into November, which means where we live, for some reason, the Christmas stuff seems to come and then just get completely picked over and gone. So again, from Costco, I saw gloves for my husband. I'm gonna put these aside for a Christmas gift. Luckily, he doesn't watch any of my videos, so that's fine. And then I found some pajamas that are for my littlest one. These will be great. They're a size bigger than what he wears now, so these will be great for him to grow into, and we can wait till Christmas. And then I saw these cookies and I thought this is the perfect thing to get ahead of time for teacher gifts or family, friends come over. I can give them a tin of cookies, and these Danish butter cookies are delicious. So I thought I'm gonna get this now while I'm thinking about it, so I don't feel stressed out at the last minute if someone were to come over and I want to give them something. And I always try to buy consumable gifts because I just don't want to add to someone else's clutter in their house. But I'm trying to think ahead with this sort of stuff. And also, I have a Christmas planner if you're interested in trying to get ahead of the Christmas season and plan everything out. If you're into something like that, I will link the planner down below, as well as some blog posts about planning out Christmas and trying to get everything organized, you know, before Christmas hits and you get into that last minute rush or stressful feeling. I try to keep Christmas time and the holiday season as stress-free as possible. So that's why I'm trying to get things a little ahead of time, if you even call November ahead of time. And I'm just sticking all this stuff aside until that holiday week or two appears and I can grab it out and be ready. Hopefully that gave you a little insight on what I like to declutter each month and what I purchase. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!